good evening, everybody. Surprise, we did make it tonight. Dadman Walking 55 here, coming with you live with the great West Kagle. West, how are you tonight?
Alrighty. Doing good.
And surprise to the burr out there, we're early. We started
Yeah.
3 minutes early, so we made sure you didn't fall asleep yet. So the tweet has gone out. I put a thing in a Discord, and now share it all out, and let's get some people in here. But hey, until the bear falls asleep, let's get all these ladies in here after the bear's fur. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah, he's eligible old bachelor out there. How about that?
Yes, he is. He's got that luxurious coat. So
Every lady wants it, but
well, he's popular at top of the world. That's where he's.
gosh, top of the world, man. Top of the morning, eh? Anyway.
Hey. Yeah, you know what? That when I saw that big, huge Category 5 hurricane rolling in, I'm like, oh, yeah. Florida's in trouble. Well, at least maybe it'll clean up top of the world at least.
Well, they had 2 Cat 5s that went through Tampa last year, and neither one took care of it. Like Cat 4s, Cat 5s. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Anyway, well, we're having fun with our great friend Snorter Poopus Q Burr out there in the chat. So, Wes, how have you been doing lately?
All right. Just getting back in the swing of things. After taking a couple weeks off there the last time. So just taking a little time to just get away from social media a little bit. Didn't really look at it all. So. But the last week or so back, it's been good. I've been on some streams with some folks, having good time. In fact, I was on with Rob Wright just last night, talking about Young Frankenstein. It was a good time talking about that movie and learning some stuff I didn't know.
It's Frankenstein, remember?
Frankenstein, yes.
Well, by the way, let's go ahead and say hello to the bear himself. Hello, humans, other critters, Snorter Poopus Q Burr out there. Hello, and thank you. I'm glad that I'm I told Wes that screw it. I'm doing what I want to do. So
yeah,
everything started working better, and that's good. Good to see you, Snort. As always, Fallout Dave. Hello, Fallout Dave.
Hello,
get ready
Dave.
for any type of grok calls, since you're the grok expert. So I said, hey, how's the life over in quiet Pinellas County? It's not quiet. Remember all the criminals over there. But he did say it's quiet and snoozy. And here's one, it looks like hurricane season may be quiet for Florida, but poor Jamaica, yeah, they just got clobbered big time with a Cat 5. That thing up near 180 miles an hour when it hit landfall.
Dude, I if I'm not mistaken, it actually, I watched a satellite thing of it. It paused for like an hour and a half, 2 hours off the coast of Florida, intentionally, it seemed, to build up some momentum. At that point, it got up to like 240 some mile an hour, 214 mile an hour wind, like the highest ever recorded for a hurricane. And I'm like, oh, good Lord. It's winding up to punch Jamaica right in the face. Oh my God.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I had heard it about at 180 at that point, but geez.
Oh yeah. It got over 200 at one point. I can't remember if it was 214 or 241. But it was bad.
Well, I'll check that as we do that in a second. But hey, Snorter Poopus Squirrel, West Kagle's here. He said, I drive past bottom of the barrel today. Don't remind me.
Bottom of the barrel.
Yep. Hey, Tina, good to see you tonight. How are you doing?
Hey.
Yeah. So let me see, take a look at that. I'm curious. Of course, now Melissa will be retired because of the intensity of this storm.
Yeah. And what's funny? I spoke to my one of my friends that I've been friends for like since we were little, and he's married to his wife's name is Melissa. I said, oh, she must be in all her glory, thinking about the destructive storm named after her.
Oh my gosh! There you go. Yeah, I see it at 185 miles an hour was the highest wind. I mean, or was it? Wow, before it hit Jamaica. But I mean, it went through a good chunk of Jamaica, right by Montego Bay, and Kingston though was on the bad side of the storm. They probably did okay over there, but where it went through, I'm sure it just ripped everything apart.
Yeah, I went, I was talking to, I think it was when I was talking to my friend about, the name of the storm. I just said, good Lord, I feel like, man, because if you see parts of Kingston, it's like a shanty town where they just like strapped pieces of corrugated metal together just to make shelter. I'm like, man, these people, there's no way that they hope they clear it out because that is just gonna be bad.
Yep. Well, Melissa, at least at one point, at least the date of this article from the Weather Channel, they tied it as the third strongest storm in the Atlantic Basin at 892 millibars,
Wow.
followed by Hurricane Gilbert, which I think hit Texas of 888 in 1988, and of course Hurricane Wilma in 2005, 882 millibars. We actually rode Wilma out in a hotel, a contemporary hotel at Disney when it came through.
Mm.
I'm going to ignore that one, Tina. Oh my gosh! So, but yeah, it was 3 millibars stronger than last October's Hurricane Milton. Oh wow! And that was Milton and Helene were bad ones last year. So it's and the damage there. I was trying to find damage pictures. I mean, they're really scattered with the damage pictures, but you know that it's bad. Even Cuba, because it went into Cuba.
Oh yeah,
probably almost as strong as when it went through Jamaica. Yeah. So we got that. But here I'm going to show something real quick with it. Here's what the hurricane wind. Let's see, we find the right one of these.
Is it done? Is it passed through Cuba yet, or is it?
Yeah, it's getting through the Bahamas. It's starting to clear the Bahamas, and then it's headed up towards Bermuda. So,
wow.
Wilma. All right. Wow. Sorry about coughing right there. Yeah, I just see. Here's one of the images right here. Here's the wind history from the National Hurricane Center. Of course, folks always get your official information from the pros at your local news weather stations and the National Weather Service and the National Hurricane Center. But see, like it's here, it was down here, when it became hurricane, and then it just exploded in this hot water that was down here, and then pulls up here right through Jamaica and then through Cuba. It's just, man, what a
man! When it took that right turn, 90-degree turn, man. It spared. Looks like it's going to spare the southern United States.
Well, like Sore Poopa said, it's been a quiet year. Let's keep it that way.
Yeah.
Because last year we had more than enough hurricanes. So, just there's all kind of good hurricane products in here. If you look at it, stuff here, like here's one where they do various watches and warnings. They've already put a hurricane warning up for Bermuda.
Oh.
So, of course, they're going to expect it to start to accelerate much more quickly up that way. So, and then, of course, when it gets post-tropical, that's another thing. I don't know how to describe it, but it has to do with the way the storm is built and designed. Because you have subtropical cyclones, you have tropical cyclones. Our tropical storms and our hurricanes are tropical cyclones. Now, that's why sometimes you may see some with the name subtropical storm blah or subtropical hurricane blah. It's because the characteristics are different in that type of storm. It's more spread out for one thing than a tropical cyclone. It's really, not anything to play with because a lot of times they'll get up to the northern latitudes and still have the strength and the punch. I think, sir, I wonder if Hurricane Sandy hit as a subtropical storm up there. I believe it may not have been a true tropical system when it hit.
Well, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not sure if. I think the biggest damage wasn't in the wind speeds and magnitude so much with Sandy. It was just the volume of the storm surge, which you don't have to be a full blown big time Category 5 hurricane to produce. So. Yeah. Yeah, the storm surge is what destroyed a lot of stuff. Oh. Although in my area, when I was up in North Jersey, in the center of the state, really, the bigger damaging storm for my area, which put like everything underwater, was it Was it Floyd? No, Floyd. Yeah, Floyd. The one that was in '99. Was that the one in
Yeah,
99?
Floyd. That was Floyd. Yeah.
That's the one that put everything underwater, man. I mean, I know Sandy was more destructive to the coast, but
yeah,
Floyd
because they
put everything
technically
underwater.
refer to it as a superstorm. I've not seen that before.
Oh yeah.
It began as a tropical wave. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think the superstorm thing was just to sensationalize Sandy. I delivered mail in hurricanes before, and it could have been just because of the area I'm in.
Okay.
And it wasn't as bad as others.
Yeah, here's from Britannica is what it is. It's because they're playing name games, apparently.
Yeah.
Because it was a tropical system, but because it went up in those latitudes, the system had all these things affecting its structure. Britannica here is saying that the cold air mass, the leading edge, contained a small low pressure center, approached the hurricane's warmer counterclockwise wind field on October 29th. The wind circulated around the low pressure centers of the cold air mass and of Hurricane Sandy began to mix. This interaction pulled part of the cold air mass to the south of the hurricane and turned a jet stream separating the two systems westward, which subsequently drew Hurricane Sandy sharply toward the New Jersey coast. Later that day, after the cold air had wrapped around and mixed with the warm air of the hurricane, both systems merged again, renamed as post-tropical cyclone Sandy by the NHC, which means it's a subtropical storm. It's not. It changed from a tropical storm characteristics, but then was referred to by meteorologists and newscasters as Superstorm Sandy.
Yeah. Like I said, I think it was. Excuse me. It was kind of to it's partly sensationalizing, and I think Christie had a lot to do with that. So I mean, he was a moron anyway. So
yeah, it's to the weather geeks. It makes a difference whether it's a hurricane or subtropical storm or whatever it is.
Well, I like I said, I know I've delivered mail in storms, and Sandy was not as powerful as some of the just what they call nor'easters that have pummeled us in November and stuff. So I didn't think so anyway. I was in a delivering mail in a just unnamed nor'easter, and it flooded the streets to where kids were going up and down in rowboats, and the wind was enough that it one occasion it knocked me off the street and almost drowned me in the knocked me off my feet and into the street, almost drowned me in the river that the street had become.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. Of course, like in New York, all the flooding down the subway stations and stuff. It was crazy. But we ended up having that with Hurricane Irma.
Oh, okay.
It come up from the like Miami, Fort Pierce area from southeast Florida, and it moved up and in that direction. And what it did was it brought all the water south up. See, the St. Johns River is only one of two rivers that flow north, like the Nile.
Yeah.
And with that, it brought even more water than it normally would have brought up, and it flooded areas in downtown. And so everything downtown, the water went over the banks and flooded a lot of the downtown buildings, the basements, and stuff like that. It was just really a once in a lifetime storm we had, and we hope to never have that again. That's what took off the back awning of our house, and with just a little repair work that didn't take much, and Mrs. had her back awning removed for with very little cost.
Yeah. Be careful what you wish for. God and Mother Nature might come along and do it for free.
Mrs. was happy. Mrs. is still happy that storm took that thing off the house.
Yeah, that's funny. I mean, it's funny now. I'm sure it wasn't funny then.
No. Have you ever had to listen to metal cling all night?
No. Oh, yeah, well, we rode out one of the storms. We decided not to leave the campground, so we were in the trailer. I'm outside trying to. I'm grabbing rope and bungees to lash the awning down so that it wouldn't get ripped off the trailer and take the trailer with it.
Well, I had a coworker worked in our over in the Panhandle. He said by the time they realized Michael was going to be so strong as it was too late to evacuate. He said he'd never ride out again because it was supposed to be a 3 and it ended up landing as a 5 because it was strengthening when it was landing. He said you could hear all the air through the plumbing vents.
Oh,
It was the
yeah.
craziest noise in the world, and he would not ride out another storm like that again.
Yeah. Well, it all depends on how the storm hits Florida, because Florida's pretty long.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I've told you I have a brother down there. He's in the Ponte Verde area, so it's close to St. Augustine there.
Right.
Now, if it comes and it makes landfall down in the Keys and comes up the entire length, the storm's lost a lot of punch on the way traveling up through Florida. But if it comes up the coast and then swings over and hits them from the from the ocean, well, it's not lost any punch, and it just comes in like a haymaker. So,
oh, absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. I know it's like the storms that come in through Tallahassee or the Panhandle really don't affect us that much.
Right.
That one, like Helene or one of those that went
yes,
over the same two spots over near Lake City last year. We didn't get much of anything out of that, surprisingly. As strong as those storms were, they just had not built up enough to spread out enough. We didn't really get much rain out of it, even though we're on the northeast quadrant, which is the usually the worst part of the storm.
Well, now I'm not an expert, because like I said, I'm not a native of Florida. I've only visited there, but because of the Gulf Stream, I'm assuming that the Atlantic side, because it comes up the east coast of Florida. I have always assumed that the Gulf side was a little bit cooler, the water. So, and the warmer waters can
the Gulf can be very warm.
Oh, can it? Yes.
Yes, where it's deeper. The problem is when it gets closer to the shore, there's less depth, so it does cool off. That's why Hurricane Michael in 2018 was it was growing, and it was strengthening even when it hit landfall over near Panama City Beach, because it had been over all that warm water and it exploded in strength and size, and was actually still growing. It was ramping up, so the fact that it moved to shallower, cooler waters did not have time to change it. But sometimes where it's deeper, not as shallow, if it slows down, it can affect it. It can knock it down some. But that storm was moving, but the Gulf can be very hot, very, very hot.
Well, I am looking at a map that's showing the water depth, and the shallow water area is significantly farther extended out from the coast on the Gulf side than it is.
You want to share the map? You want to share the map? We can look at it.
Yeah.
And I'll get to Tina's question in a second.
Oh, let me get back over here. It's just a simple map, but let's see.
Okay. You're teaching us tonight.
Yeah, there it is. It seems that it shows a much larger area. If you notice up in here, if it comes in through this area, it's got a larger area of shallow water than if it were to be coming from this side. I guess the coastal shelf is what you call it. The continental shelf is narrower on the Atlantic side than in this area here. I mean, it's pretty significant.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's still deeper water. It's still warm enough at times of year to fuel hurricane growth.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
But that's interesting with that map. If you look at the East Coast there, up here, the Florida-Georgia border, it indents so much.
Oh, right. Yeah.
All the way up to Savannah, down to about Daytona Beach, we rarely get hurricane direct hits. We've had one tropical storm that came in, but it was a weak storm, and it was weird how it was odd that it actually came into town. But generally, your hurricanes go north of us and south of us.
Right.
Hurricane David in 1979 took Daytona, it followed the coast and then stayed due north into Savannah. So it's like we have a natural protection up in Northeast Florida.
Yeah. Well, you see how
knock on wood. The problem is the problem is in 2004 or even like in Irma, it would land in South Florida. Let's say like between Miami and West Palm Beach, in the South Florida. Those storms were so big that year. They covered the whole state of Florida. And we got I mean, we might as well have had hurricane conditions, even though they were technically maybe tropical storm conditions. The worst problem that you have is tornadoes. Florida is not a state that has tornadoes, but in hurricanes, they will have them often. And it can happen. And it just, that was the biggest thing. Like in 2004, the storms Francis and Jean, we were having tornado alerts all night.
Yeah.
It was like,
do you notice? Do you notice how this coast here is how it kind of angles to the west? You know, it kind of, like you said, it does indent in, which I think is why, because as the storm comes up the coast, it'll hit things that project out, which is why, you know, and I wish I had a better map of the states. It's why Cape Hatteras gets pummeled so relentlessly during hurricane season, because it's such a prominent sticking out into the Atlantic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, let me see. We should get a map of that too, of a bigger one. But yeah, you know, I think in New Jersey, kind of that area sticks out as well. If you look, it's kind of almost like a shelf that sticks out. Let me get a map of U.S. There you go. That's better. All right. Okay, this one's good. I saved this one. Well, it's not. You know what? How about U.S. East Coast?
Okay.
East Coast. There you go. Okay, that's better.
Hey,
yes, sir.
I'm going to send you something in private chat.
Sure.
Oh shoot, where this stupid thing? Oh, there you go. Yeah, but yeah, find that map because I'm enjoying this.
Yep.
So we'll do it. We're talking hurricanes with West Kagle. I'm going to hold on just a second. Tina, I have got your question. Give me a second. We will get to it while Wes is getting the map. Wes, go ahead and take the lead of the discussion. Make that larger if you can.
Yeah, I just got to get the thing.
Oh, Sashi's here. Hey, Sashi.
This is not really a good map. But if you notice, Florida it's got this big indentation here, right over here. So
yeah, just keep blowing it up.
Yeah, it gets blurry. But as it comes up, you know, a lot of times it rides the coast here. This area is almost like a cove that's sheltered. So the first place it's going to hit is in South Carolina and North Carolina, specifically here. This is where Cape Hatteras is with the barrier islands. It just, I mean, it's going to come up here. It usually just slams right into these things. And if it happens to be farther out here, the next place it's going to start hitting is where it starts to come back out here again.
Yep.
In New Jersey and you know, the Connecticut area.
We've had some actually hitting Massachusetts, Cape Cod, the outer islands, and
that's another
Maine.
place. I mean, look at this. Like I said, it's like a shelf that sticks way out here, right here. This is Connecticut and Rhode Island, and this is Massachusetts and Cape Cod out here.
Yeah, it's like get your ass out of the way.
Yeah, no, that's bad. And if it happens, it usually by that time, if it comes up this far, it's hitting somewhere here. If it hasn't, I mean, the next place it's going to be is in Canada, Nova Scotia, and such. So,
hey, hoser. Speaking of hosers, I know, just kidding. It's the great Anna. Hey, Anna, welcome.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Hey, West. Hey, Dadman. Hello, chat. We're talking about hose.
Hose, yes, I'm sure you've got plenty of those. So, hey, how are you tonight?
Oh, good. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Just we're running on the fly. We were actually, it was a weird day today. We went from canceling to doing it and everything else. So, hey,
we're alive. Man, phrasing.
What did I say wrong that time?
We're going to cancel and then right to doing it. Just doing it. Right, live on a live stream. We're doing it.
Not with you, my friend. Not with you, my friend. Oh my God, the missus would have a lot to say about that, and you're not my type. Oh gosh. Anyway, well, good to have you with us, Anna. We're talking a little bit about hurricanes. West, can you bring that graphic up real quick one more time?
The map, the
map,
East Coast?
yeah, the map of the East Coast, yeah. Dave. Thank you.
Should have got a better one.
It's okay. It's good enough. But where the hose at? Stop it, Sashi.
They're at your place of work, waiting for you to start edging.
Edging. Okay, go ahead and make this.
Whoop.
Enhance the size of the picture. There you go.
Make it bigger. Is that what you're gonna
No,
say?
I'm not saying that or larger. Stop it. Oh gosh, but like you said, a lot of it.
Well, let me see if I rub the map, maybe it will get bigger. Let me see.
Well, people do say Florida looks like something, so
Yeah.
But you're right. If you really look at the terrain, like Wes had said, I wish. Okay, where your cursor is, move it to where Cape Canaveral is, right there, the Space Coast, right there. See, in 1979, Hurricane David did that. It was following the coast literally up. Then it started right at that spot, taking north, and it went north. We were wanted to be out of school that day. They said, "Screw you! You got to go to school the next day. It's right off the coast."
Yeah,
and we got to go to school, and then it goes straight up into Savannah, and that's really weird. That shows you how they move in certain directions sometimes. Sometimes with their forecast, I don't believe it because hurricanes don't normally move that way. Where Sandy was an odd storm.
When you can I ask you this question really quick? When you see a hurricane, you mean like in England we have storms? Mm-hmm. Like we don't get hurricanes per se, but we have storms, which is basically that will break your windows.
I've heard about that,
yeah, and stuff is flying around. Your fence is breaking. Everything is flying. Like, is that what you mean when you say hurricane?
Well, now that you mention it, let's talk. No, well. You're talking about, do they name those storms over there or not?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Okay.
We have another one coming in called Catherine or something.
Okay.
It's always the girl's name.
Oh, well, see, we at least alternate boy and girl names. So,
yes.
But no, it's probably similar then, is what it sounds like then, because sometimes I always love it when when a hurricane at the end of its life hits Spain or hits Ireland. It's awfully cool, just for the fun of it. But no,
nobody cares about what do you mean, Ireland, or do you mean Northern Ireland? Nobody cares about that place.
Anything that hits anything in Europe, it's funny. So, like Sashi said, in the Pacific, they're called typhoons.
Yes.
Right. Yep.
And so they have the Pacific. We have hurricanes over the west and the. Oh wait, hold on.
There you go. That map's better. It doesn't degrade as much when I.
Because you can see right here at the spaceport where you are and the islands out there. That year, that damn thing just went straight north to Savannah, and we're like, it's like.
Yep.
That's why when we had a Hurricane Matthew that just parked off the coast, went up a couple years ago, we're like. We're on the west side. It's not so bad because usually if you're on the west side, it's not as bad as on the east side as long as you're not on the eye wall. But the northeast quadrant is the worst part because see, like here, where I'll show you here on this map.
Okay.
I'll show you on another map where I can drive it. Let's see what we have. Storm names. Let me see where we go with here. Let's see. Let's start with hurricane names. Okay, let's go with the names.
But also you talked about Cape Canaveral, which is really important because that is a place from which a lot of the rockets go into space.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why you get a lot of times like with SpaceX and everything, like we cannot launch today because we're getting bad weather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that even happened with the Columbia launch back in the 80s was they found out the cold weather was affecting the O-rings and stuff like that. And
they found it the hard way with that one. So
that was a crazy situation. But there's places in the world which get bad weather, but also at the same time they're the best places to for some reason, like Kazakhstan. Is the best place to launch into space from.
Oh yeah,
but at least it's that's inland. So in the Kazakhstan Cosmodrome, at least you don't get hurricanes.
Yeah, you don't get hurricanes, but also when you do get the what do you call them? Brain fart. When you get the shuttle coming, not a shuttle, but the thingy coming down, it has to be by the sea. It has to be somewhere near the ocean.
Right. Yeah. You guys, the Soviets tried landing it in cause it didn't. They found out pretty quick after they lost Yuri to that accident, trying to land it outside of a body of water.
Sashi says the French lawn from Guyana. So yeah.
Oh yeah. French Guiana.
But,
yep.
Yeah, but here's the 2025 Atlantic names because the Pacific has their own names. It starts Andrea, Barry, Chantal, Dexter, Aaron, Fernand, Gabrielle, Humberto, Imelda, Jerry, Karen. You know what's funny about Karen this year? Karen was only a tropical storm that formed out in the middle of the ocean and went north in the middle of the ocean. It was a fish storm. Basically, it just blew a lot of hot air and moved where nobody could hear it. So
yeah,
there were plenty of memes about Karen. Lorenzo, Melissa, Nestor, Olga. For your Russian friends, Pablo, Rebecca, Sebastian, Tanya, Van, and Wendy.
They all sound like people from Ohio.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. Especially Fernand, but no, it's interesting to see. And what they used to do is when they went past the last letter, they used the Greek alphabet.
Oh, yeah, you got that many storms, right? Yeah.
One year we had it up to Omega, I believe, or definitely in about Eta, ETA.
Yeah,
we actually had 1 year where that was like, damn, cool. Yeah, that was really, really crazy. Yeah, Karen, I don't know. Karen may have asked for a manager, probably, but nobody could hear her. She was out in the middle of the Atlantic the whole time. Tina says the hurricanes are like a failed marriage. Before you know it, your house and car are gone. Oh my gosh, Tina. Now, sort of Poopas came up with something right here that is part of our how we measure hurricanes. And Tina, I've not forgotten your question out there. Okay, Saffir-Simpson wind scale. This is how you categorize the various hurricanes that are out there, and it's. I'm going to bring that up. So yeah, you hear about tropical storm category 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. You've heard about all those. Well, that's based on the Saffir-Simpson scale. And it's based on certain sustained winds. They have Air Force reconnaissance aircraft that go out there and check out the storms and do measurements, readings, drop wind zones and stuff. And that's how they determine this. And let me see if I got this screen here. We're going to enhance the size. But stop, Wes. Well, but yeah, here we go. I'm going to get with it here. We're going to add it to stage here. Okay, category 1 is Western Pacific. You have super typhoon used for tropical cyclones exceeding 150 miles an hour. But in the Atlantic, we've got category 1, which are sustained winds of 74 to 95 miles per hour. 119 to 153 kilometers per hour for you Europeans and non-standard U.S. These are your weaker, smaller hurricanes. Then they can do damage though with flooding and tornadoes, especially. Dad was always worried about tornadoes, and that's the thing is your tornadoes do more damage than the main winds of some of these storms. So. Number 2, level category 2 is 96 to 110. Extremely dangerous winds cause extensive damage. Number 3 is 111 to 129 miles an hour. Devastating damage will occur. Well-built framed homes may incur damage, major damage or removal of roof decking and gable ends. Now, this is what happened in the category 4 was Helene and Milton last year, but Hurricane 5 was Michael back in 2018. 4 was 130 to 156 miles an hour. 5 is, and that's anything 300 above. Yeah. It is 157 miles or higher. In Hurricane Michael, there's a town out called Mariana out in the Panhandle. Brick buildings collapsed.
Yeah.
Brick buildings collapsed from the force and the pressure of all this stuff. And if you look at the satellite images, it just all the trees were gone and like a buzzsaw went through it.
Oh yeah, like the Tuskegee event in not Tuskegee. That asteroid that hit in Siberia, where if you look for like miles around, all the trees were flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Sandusky, I think. Sandusky?
No, Sandusky's in Ohio.
Not Sandusky. That's the guy. That's the guy that got Papa Joe fired. So.
Oh no! I thought Tommy Boy. Hey, Tommy sold him $500,000 brake pads. Anyway,
Well,
God, don't remember me about damn brake pads. I just put $1,000 in the van because of damn brakes today. Ugh, and rotors.
I know what West is talking about. That was a very interesting phenomenon. That whatever it was, meteorite or like landed in that place in Siberia and literally took out so much land.
Yeah,
and it was like trees and was gone. And it's like, whoa, how did that happen? I think it was a UFO.
Well, you know, that's something we should look at one time. Do the research and bring some information. We can talk about it more one time if you want to, Anna. I mean, you know, at our West, because I've not heard about that event. I think that'd be kind of cool to look at.
It's called the
Tunguska. Yes, Tunguska in Siberia. Yes,
it's Tunguska.
Yes,
it's Tunguska.
Tuna helper. Tunguska.
Tunguska. Yes.
Tunguska. All right, there you go.
Let's see here.
Typhoon tip in 1979. Oh, great. We'll have to look at that. You can look up typhoon tip in 1979 West. But this is the different, like Snort said, this after Simpson scale. This is when you hear about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 and above are major hurricanes with extreme damage in them. And the thing is that sometimes the damage is really located around the eye wall and closer to the eye, where the eye lands.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that the whole thing is 135 miles an hour or whatever. It's not.
No, yeah.
But like I said, hurricane, I'm going to bring up a map here real quick because I want to show you kind of what happened.
That's when I was talking about the highest recorded wind speeds. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about that scale. Was talking about sustained.
They were having. Anna, what happened was we said it earlier. It hit Jamaica at 185 miles an hour sustained winds, which is way above in Category 5 in West.
Yeah, if you've ever been to the Caribbean, you know that the weather there, like they get a lot of wind. Whether it's the Bahamas, Jamaica, Barbados, what's the name of the place? They get the weather can change so quick. St. Lucia, exactly. Thank you, Wes. Weather will change so quick. You'll be sitting there on the beach and it's going to be sunny, and then 2 seconds later, it's like wind everywhere. The waves are coming at you, and that's kind of scary, though. You know,
yeah, it truly is. Now, what happened with Irma back in, I believe it was 2018? It landed back down in here in South Florida, down towards Miami and down in this area. But what it did, it might have been a little bit north, but when it did, it was supposed to go this way, but it didn't. It actually kind of bumped up more northerly towards Orlando. And what happened was, when it's coming this way, we are in the northeast quadrant, which is known as the worst part of the storm. It's getting wind off the coast. The northeast part has the most tornadoes, and really the damage is on the eye wall and in that northeast quadrant. Because what happened is, I was telling Wes, Mrs. got her wish, and the back awning came off one night because she wanted it gone, and well, it did. The only thing is, I had to try to sleep with metal clacking until the next day. And we saw half of it down the street and everything else. It's like, but it was like nothing like clanging metal. But the thing is, we were well away from the eye, and yet it did that kind of damage because of a downburst.
If I had been your neighbor at that time and your awning was down, I'd have drug it back to your house and went, I think you lost something, Dad.
Yeah, well, we had a lady out there trying to pick it up, and she fell down, and I'm like, please just don't get hurt. It's too windy and all. But I will tell you how bad this was, though, West. What came in our backyard, we have a shed that's finally starting to fall apart. We got to take it down and stuff. But this thing, even then, you could push it over if you wanted to. This storm missed that to hit the back awning. But we think it wasn't a tornado. It was one of those micro downbursts, which are really bad, too. Because what it did, we have a back wooden privacy fence. And those 4x4 poles that are put feet down in the ground when you put a wooden privacy fence up? West, are you familiar with
Right,
how those things are? Yeah. And Anna, you know what I'm talking about. I mentioned 4x4. Yeah. It bent them backwards over into our yard. They bent them back over themselves. That's how what wind hit to that point. And hi, Yang.
Are you talking about the hurricane?
I'm talking about hurricanes. Yeah, we got on hurricanes night as a tip.
Hello, Ang. Hope
Yeah,
you're
so-
good.
In the yard.
And Wes, say hello. Okay. Peace sign.
Hello, and
Sorry.
And of course, Snort will be waving an honorary paw at the honorary bear. So hey, but that was so interesting because see, like I was telling Wes too, the St. John's here they put with this path, it pushed the water north up. Normally rivers flow south, but the St. John's is only one of two rivers that flow north in the world, next to that and the Nile.
Yeah, you see, when I lived in Australia, we never had storms. We just had mice infestation problems.
We needed to the infestations in Australia. I have that. Hey, Jess, good to see you.
Hello, Jess.
Yes, exactly.
yeah.
So,
See, the worst problem. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Dad.
I was going to say,
Go.
Jess, I'll send you a DM. We're not going to be able to do Fortnite Monday because I've got to be with Mom Monday night. So this is my way of saying it so that I don't forget. So, I forget. So,
Yes.
I got
It's okay. You don't even know how to play Red Dead. You tried to create a character, West. I got Dadman trying to play Red Dead, and he was creating a character, and he made himself look like he was from Appalachia.
Hey, don't pick on Appalachia.
Hey! If he looked like he was from Appalachia, it could have been Rasputin. Could have been Rasputin. All right?
Well, he had a pig nose, so he had pig nose and big ass ears, and she didn't like it. She kept saying, "It's your character, it's your character," and then I'm like, "Okay, no, I don't like that. No, I don't like that." It was like,
it's your character, but change it.
yeah.
That's every woman I've ever met. I like you, but you got to change.
No, right?
Nice. Oh, well, that's what we got on hurricanes. Before we jump over to that topic that's come up, I mean, we'll hit more hurricanes a little bit more over time and stuff. But I like talking hurricanes and things like that. One of the neat maps here is you can see where the hurricane wind history happened, and I was going to show that real quick. And my computer's deciding to take a coffee break. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh, you got the hourglass going up and down forever.
See right here. Yeah. So because the orange is the tropical storm, which is 35 to 74, and then everything in red is the 75 and above. But but just looking at this and then taking a right turn, because what's happening is a cold front's coming down for Halloween to make things really cold here, and it's now picking it up to slide it to the northeast, which cold fronts do a big thing in terms of affecting the directions of these storms.
Oh yeah, it can deflect. It can deflect them right off course. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, we got that, and like I said, the northeast Florida with that curvature in. I mean, geography helps a lot of parts of Florida. So with that, I know what it was. I got one more starred. I got one more starred comment because Tina had asked this a while ago, and I'm going to throw this out. Yes. I'll throw it out to you, Dadman. Have you ever been in a storm where you felt you were in potential serious trouble? Not at home, and not in the hotel, not at family, but we've been on the road before, where it's so blinding driving, to where you can't just stop on the side of the road, but you can't stop. You can't keep going. It's like you're in no man's land. You just have to go and pray that nobody's ahead of you.
I remember you and Dottie where Mrs. Sorry, you were on the road and you were driving through Florida, and it was like, damn, this is really bad. This is dangerous.
Yeah. Well, the worst one was when the remnants of Hurricane Ivan hit in the Florida Panhandle, went up through the country, visited your friends in Appalachia that you apparently have a problem with the way they look. Then it circles all the way back in the Atlantic, comes all the way around, comes back through Florida as violent, blinding thunderstorms. It's not a system again. It's not reformed as a system. But we went through the remnants on Sanibel Island, which is a really richy area near the Fort Myers area. That was so blinding. I got the kids in the back seat. Mrs. is like going crazy, and like the car's tail lights are ahead of me. It's so blinding we can barely see them. And she's like, back off, or you're going to follow him into the water. I'm like, he's keeping me on the road.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're just going to have to take faith. And because it was like, you could see nothing to the right or left. And it was the type of area you could normally just pull off on. We couldn't, because you didn't know what you were turning off into. And I didn't want to turn it off into the water, because the water was right up near the edge. It's like Mobile. And I mean, that was probably the scariest that I ever felt like I was in potential serious trouble. Because we could not stop. We had to go. Like I told Mrs. I was like, we're going off with them, and they go off into the water. So
yeah. We all go together when we go.
Yeah.
You know,
go ahead,
I can address this as well. There was only one time, and like I said, since Jersey kind of sticks out, and if it doesn't hit Florida and it doesn't hit Hatteras, it'll hit our area, the tri-state area. These storms. The only time that I was concerned about a storm, and I've actually sat outside in storm. I delivered mail in bad storms, so it don't faze me. After I finished my route and I went home, I delivered it while Floyd was going on. All right. So I get home, and my wife, who is 7 months pregnant, the storm causes her water to break. And now I've got to get her to the hospital in this raging storm. It's still raging. So everything, and like I told you, Floyd was worse in our area than Sandy, because everything was underwater. Everything was underwater. Right. And if it wasn't for the fact that I owned a Jeep Wrangler, I might not have made it to get her to the hospital. I got her. We had to go because we wanted to go to. We were scheduled at Somerset, a hospital, because it was the one we thought was the nicest to go to, and it took me about a half an hour to get there, and it's normal. It's only about a 20-minute ride, and I watched cars on the side of the road, and I couldn't stop to help these people because I had to get her to the hospital. Oh, yeah. And it was the only time the whole time I'm going, Lord, just let me make this. Just let this Jeep make it through. And anything you ask of me, I'll do it. Just let me get this Jeep through, baby.
Oh yeah, I know. It's because they will at some point. They say, "Hey, you should have evacuated. Should have gone. We're not coming out to help you." Yeah, exactly. Yep. Anna, what about you? Have you had any storms like that?
No. I remember when I was 5 years old. Again, going through Australia. I think the biggest thing for us there was everything was on fire. And we had to drive through. Yeah. I remember my dad driving through everything, like the car was on fire. Because the forests were burning, everything was burning down, and we had to, and you could feel the smoke, and you had the fire all around the car. That was the scariest thing I've ever been through. I will never forget that. That was crazy. Because that's what, apart from rat infestations, Australia all burns.
But that's scary, yeah.
And that was something that, it was just, everything was burning. That was scary as hell. That's the first thing I've ever been through. In England, yes, we do get things flying around. Your fence flies at you. you get floods and all this kind of stuff. But that is something that I will never forget.
Well, it reminds me in 98, we had that when we had to go south for my grandmother to check on her in West Palm Beach. We had fires all up and down the east coast of Florida. I mean, it was horrible. And we saw embers in the night. You could see the trees on fire at night and stuff. But the city was smoky, but driving, you could see it. Even though we didn't have it as close as you had it, still seeing fire that close to the roadway. And the fact that it can blind you, it can just go really quickly where you can't see anything in front of you. That's what makes it so dangerous, I mean, smoke is as bad as rain in some cases. So Sashi said, because of a rainfall, we better prepared to drive in floods. I've driven through floods quite a bit in my lifetime. All righty. All right. So this is courtesy of Snortopoopas Cuber. Yes, it's supposed to be in the 40s and 50s, folks, here for Halloween next week, or next week, Halloween and next week. Also, this weekend, we're going to touch your topic, but before we get finished, let's talk about time changes very soon. But there you go. Yes, people will feel that in Florida very, very soon. So thank you, Snortopoopas. You're such a bad bear. So, but very crafty. All right, Wes. I'll let you bring up the other image. And we can talk about it.
Hang on.
That's the Tanushka thing, right? The
yes.
Tanushka?
Yes.
Okay.
Stop sharing. Hang on.
I'm not saying it right, am I, Anna? You're just cringing.
No,
there's a G in there. Tunguska.
Tunguska.
Yes. Tunguska. Yes.
Tunguska.
Yep.
Yes.
Like Zhukov.
hey! Don't poke fun at one of the greatest generals of World War II.
Not to get confused with Schwarzkopf. So anyway, okay, all right. I see the eyes staring at me through that picture right there. Okay, West and Anna. West, this image is again. This is the Tusunga episode.
That is
right?
just a small picture.
Hold on. Tuguska. No.
Tunguska. Siberia.
Tunguska.
Yes.
Tunguska. There you go. Okay. All right. So, and this is just a small. It reminds me of Mount St. Helens. You remember?
Yeah, that one too. Yeah, you're right.
So,
yes.
Recount the whole story. Because Anna, I know you said you think it's a UFO, but what happened here, and when did this happen?
In 1908, I think. In 1908, same year as the San Francisco fire. I think. Let me. I gotta look that up.
It happened a little bit later than that, but what happened was in Siberia, suddenly there was something that landed and took out a whole bunch of land. Like everything was just, that's it. All the trees, everything. It was so weird. And people to this day don't know what happened. It's almost like the I think West, you know about the story of the Dyatlov Pass, when those hikers went into the mountains, also in the area there, and then they all died and something happened to them.
That was the Russian Donner Party kind of deal.
Yep. And like nobody to this day knows what happened. Something weird is going on here.
Yeah. The Tunguska event happened in June of 1908. 1908.
Yep.
It will always be vehicle. Thank you. And Tina said they were getting Ash and Winnipeg. So yeah, but because I see you looking up everything. They call it the Tunguska event, and it's, I mean, they associate it with an asteroid or something like that.
Well, no, it would not be an asteroid, because if an asteroid landed on Earth, that would be
a meteorite. Okay, a meteorite. Right. Well, you know what? A meteorite's fallen in Alabama. There's
a lot of meteorites falling in Appalachia.
Well, there's actually there. You laugh.
That's how you got the blob. So
well, look. Hey, look, they dedicated a statue in a town in Alabama for the lady that got hit by a pebble of a meteorite that came through her roof and hit her in her chair. We've seen it. Yeah, we went by there on our trip to Colorado. You find a lot of good stuff in Alabama. We got the world's largest rocking chair. Yeah. We got the sports statues. They got a Buc-ee's there. I mean, hey, we got Bama Hinge. We got Bama Hinge.
Bama Hinge. I'm sure you've got at least 105 different statues to Bear Bryant. So
yeah, but Wes, you heard about Bama Hinge? I know I told Anna about it. You know about Bama Hinge, don't you, Wes?
I have heard. I've never been there, and I've never really,
Let's put it this way: you really got to go out of your way to get there, and we went out of our way having fun on the first day of our trip. So, all right, go ahead. I'll let you guys talk. So,
I'm typing it in now.
Sashi says if you're ever in the area of the former Soviet Union, be careful with RTGs. That is funny. Oh.
We only have to worry about the RPGs if the Wolverines are around.
Radio,
right, Dadman?
Oh,
right?
Yeah. Yep. Did you say RPGs or RPGs?
Generator. Look up
RPGs.
LIA radiological incident. It's not just nature out for you.
Gosh,
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And Snort said estimated between 3 and 50 megatons. Man, that's
yeah.
That was a huge ass blast, but
that would have been the size of the Tsar Bomba.
Yes, the Tsar Bomba is one of the people have created bombs out there, but the Tsar bomb, I think they have a new one now, which is even bigger than 50 megatons. That thing that Russia's created, that thing is crazy. It's like 150 megatons or something.
Yeah. Well, what's his name? Teller, the guy of the father of the thermonuclear device, has estimated that there is no top to the level of magnitude that they can create with that.
Yep.
Wow. They say that this was 1,000 times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima in August 6, 1945.
Yep.
So, yeah. So it's man, that is some damage, and like I said, it reminds me of the eruption of Mount St. Helens. So all the petrified wood and everything out there, the way it just knocked it all into the water, the ponds and stuff like that. See, there you go, West Kagle.
Yeah,
there's Bamahenge.
There's Bamahenge.
Exactly. It's a small replica, and actually they have it positioned in an angle like the real Bamahenge, even though it's only a fraction of the size.
Yeah.
So, and it's all made of fiberglass.
Yes, it's not quite as big as Stonehenge, but it's bigger than Spinal Tap's Stonehenge.
Hey, what matters is it's Bamahenge. You know,
Bama.
That was I think that was either the first or I think that was the first stop, because I think we went to that. Then we went to the sports museum, the sports Hall of Fame that was there in Alabama. So of course they did have they had more Nick Saban than they had Bear Bryant.
Oh God, and that's a shame. That is actually a shame.
I know. Well, they had a walkway with all kinds of stuff. Really goofy iron art. It's like, oh my gosh. Well, why do people suspect it might have been a UFO though? I guess in this Tunguska event.
Tunguska.
Sorry.
Tunga. What are you, a Chinese or something?
No, I transpose letters all the time. Tunguska. Where did the rumors come in about UFOs, I guess?
Because nothing in the world could do this. This is weird. It's just a weird incident. And it definitely wasn't nobody. We can speculate and think that somebody was playing around with testing bombs, just like they do in Hawaii.
Right.
The Americans do, in the oceans and everything. You test bombs. But no, this was just very strange. Out of all the places, why Siberia? Why did that happen? Why was it such a massive event?
Maybe the Russian government, because it wasn't the Soviets at that time. Maybe the Russian government had actually solved the mysteries of the atomic bomb all the way back then.
Like we're talking about like the early 1900s, right?
Yeah,
We're not.
19
This isn't
1908,
even.
yeah.
This isn't even the Soviet Union. This is.
No, this is the Russian. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
this
like
is Tsarist Russia. Yes.
like the czar is gonna go out there and be like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna bomb this area just to test a bomb."
Well, we like you said, we have the Pacific Ocean where we can detonate stuff all day long. You guys were restricted to like Siberia. So
yeah. Well, they say that some of the speculation with it was that it could be such clouds could be the result of a sudden influx of ice crystals into the upper atmosphere, such as those.
Yeah, okay, it's aliens.
I'm
not
just
aliens.
those are triggered by the rapid evaporation of a comet. Other scientists maintain the event was caused by an asteroid, large meteoroid, perhaps 50 to 100 meters in diameter, having a stony or carbonaceous composition.
It was aliens. The aliens landed.
Well, they came too early. They're supposed to be in South Park, looking for cows and Eric Cartman.
Well, it couldn't have been. It wouldn't have been a nuclear test because even the Russians knew the Soviets knew to detonate their nuclear the Tsar bomb all the way in the Arctic Circle on that island way up there. It begins with an N. I can't remember the name. Novaya something or other. I don't know what the name is. The big island up there.
Yeah. Novaya Zemlya. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Not Novosibirsk.
No.
No, we're not in Canada.
No, Novosibirsk. There's that place down near China. Or is it Novosibirsk? Novosibirsk?
No, it's not.
No, if you look on a map of the Soviet Union, it's that big crescent-shaped island, almost between them and Scandinavia.
No, I get
Arctic
you, but I'm
Circle,
trying to figure out what was it? Novosibirsk? We talked about it when we were talking about Russia.
Novosibirsk. No.
Novosibirsk. Novosibirsk. Okay.
You know what? I will never tire of Dadman trying to say Russian names.
I'm really trying to do it respectfully, and I Tushunga.
Tunguska. Oh my God! How many times do I need to say it?
It has the word goose right in it. Tunguska. Yeah, there you go.
Remember this word. When you learn a language, you tune the goose. It's tune goose.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay, Tunguska. Okay, you're tuning
you got it. You got it.
You're tuning a goose to sing or as a musical instrument,
Oh
dear, bark, bark, bark.
Now we got the Swedish chef.
Dad, I can butcher words in over 100 languages. Yes. Oh my God. Jess, now, Dadman's Russian might be worse than his friend's.
So she says even as an Asian he can pronounce it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my, wow. That's just too weird. So hey, since we're talking about some funny aliens, let's look at a meme or two real quick. We got it right here. We can do this real quick. Right here. It's Tunguska. I stopped because I thought I screwed it up again.
Oh, you had it. You got it.
Look, the gingerbread man. Maybe the aliens don't talk to us because we're creepy. That guy looks like Chucky in a way,
Oh God! It looks like the Toxic Avenger. Good Lord!
Oh, what about what about Dan Aykroyd when he played the judge in that one movie? That old judge.
With Chevy Chase. Where they stumble across a backwoods place and there's one traffic light and they run it in the middle of town. Yeah. Oh, what is that called?
Oh God, I nothing but trouble.
Yes.
Nothing but trouble. How the hell did I remember that name?
Fantastic.
Like, oh God, I mean, it's crazy with that. So.
Tina's on your side. She keeps quiet about pronunciation because she can't do any better.
I wish Mr. Angel was here because this one, how would I rate Earth 2 stars? I would give it 1 star, but they have tacos.
No.
Hey, I tried shrimp tacos for the first time when we visited my kid up in Georgia,
Oh.
and I got it with the chipotle mayo sauce on it. I was like, I didn't get picky.
Ah.
I'm getting peer pressured into broadening my
You
dietary.
mean Mark didn't convince you to try the clam tacos?
Oh hell no! I ain't trying those damn things. No. I mean, he's offered to buy me one down here. He's offered to buy me one down here, but I haven't gotten the courage to go try it.
I don't know what it is with that guy. It clams on everything, man. And man,
clams on salad, clams
Nope.
in spaghetti, clams in his underwear. Who knows what, Mark? We love you out there.
Oh yeah.
Just
Damn
as long
it,
as they're
Mark.
not live, just as long as they're not live, you know. You never know. Sometimes he's lurking and I don't know it. So
Yeah.
Sashi, ack.
God.
You know,
I actually, it's one of the highlights of Sunday night. There's not a lot going on Sunday night, but the Sunday night when he does the geekery and it turns into the foodery,
yeah,
it's always some good stuff there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get back there some nights. It's hard with the rest and stuff. There was one comment that I saw here, and I think, yeah, Sashi right here. This one's just for you. I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens. You see, there you go. If anybody's got a meat generator, you got a meme generator out there, do this and put Anna's face on it. Then and we'll see what happens.
I thought you were saying that if anybody's got a milk generator, I'm like, good Lord, I need one of them.
I'm not going there. I'm not going there because.
Look, I love my Skinwalker Ranch. I love that place. I wish I could visit it. You can't really. I mean, it's in Utah.
The BYU state.
Yeah, why not? What is it, like a secret military base or something, or what?
Yeah, it's like oh god, I love that show Skinwalker Ranch, where they're like, it's aliens, but it's not aliens, and we're gonna keep digging into the mesa. What's in the mesa? And we keep digging for a whole 7 years, and we still can't find anything. But it's in the mesa.
Wow.
What are you doing, guys? Come on.
I'm like, yeah, that's that sounds good. Well, I got to get back into stupid Chad Powers. That's been a fun show to watch. That really is cool. Well, I can't get this one any larger, so here we go. This is for you, Anna. Also, we got the koala bear. We got some Oz here. Waiter, my soup appears to have an animal inside it. Yes, it's an eel. Eels don't look like that on Earth. Well, this is a Mars soup eel.
You know what? I actually saw a UFO. I'm not joking.
I know, but did you get the joke here?
Marsupial? Yeah, just in Australia.
Yeah, this is for you, Anna, for Oz.
I actually saw a UFO, though. I really did. Yeah, it was a weird experience.
Clean out your ears, Sashi. Come on. Jeez.
No, but it was a big thing, and it wasn't a possum.
Yeah.
It was an actual UFO. We were again driving through the outback, and they were like hover, like the actual UFOs that everybody talks about were hovering over stuff.
Yeah.
And everybody was stopping their car, getting out of their car. And this was back in 1995, I think.
Wow, you were young then.
Thank you.
You were real young then.
But I was like, damn, this is some very weird shit. And these flying discs are hovering above like the desert. And everybody's stopping their cars. And back then we didn't have social media.
Yep.
So people were trying to take photos, you know, on their 35 millimeter phones and everything. But my goodness, I saw that with my own eyes. There are some aliens.
There's enough people that are saying that they've seen spaceships, other things. Who knows? I mean, we've been told that things don't exist that still exist these days. You never know, and I think it's first-hand accounts. Like first-hand accounts.
That was weird. Another thing,
bet it was.
I was woken up at 2:00 in the morning, and our whole apartment was shaking. And there, you can even go up and look it up on Canberra. They talked about it on the news. Our whole apartment was shaking, and my mom was really scared. And I looked out the window, and there was this flying disc thing, and we had people coming out onto their balconies looking at this thing.
Right.
I've seen that.
Yeah. That is crazy. I mean, yet everybody, the government has denied it for so long. And Sashi said, we don't get yoinked by aliens in Southeast Asia. Our government fulfills that role. In so many ways.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Wes. We're
all right, sir.
We'll carry it for a couple minutes. Fallout Dave says they'd be loser aliens spending all the resources to get here and couldn't conquer us. We didn't have HD TVs. Yes. Well, along that line, here's one for you. Aliens to the Captain, we have received a reply to our initial contact with the humans. What does, quote, this sucks, where's the drop mean? Sounds like a little mafia game or something, GTA or something. Yeah. I figured you'd appreciate that one. Oh, my gosh, folks. Thanks for being here. Now, we got 7 of y'all with us. We got actually several people. Well, one on the Twitch side. We've had a few people in there quietly. 6 on the YouTube side. Hey, go out there, bang the drummers, and go out there, bang the streets, bang the drums, get everybody in here. We need 6, 7 more. It's going from 6 to 9 to 1 to 7. Let's get 750 so we can have another celebration really soon.
Nobody cares about everybody. Everybody, when you're in a band, nobody cares about the drummer.
No,
I can't even play drums, and I'm a bassist. I don't like drummers. They're weird.
Well, there you go. Just don't say it around our friend Daisy very loud, because she's our drummer.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, Daisy.
I didn't say bang the drummers. I said bang the drums. Maybe there are female drummers out there too, Dave. They're not. Anyway, jeez. You guys are too funny. Yeah. Oh my God. Here's one for you. Bang the streets, bang the drums. You're very free. You've not heard that phrase?
No, I haven't. I don't know. West.
Bang the drums. It's like the old days, like the Revolutionary War. So bang the drums. You walk down the street, bang the drums, and wake everybody up.
No, we don't. In England, everybody right now is banging the drums.
Well, you guys don't even put ice and sugar in your tea. That's the way to make iced sweet tea. That's real tea. Even West is screwed up there in Yankee Town with his North. With it's no sweet tea. So.
No, we have. I think it's Lipton makes several brands of tea already, pre-made. One of them is sweet tea, and it's the one my daughter wants all the time.
Yeah, Lipton sweet tea. Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's one for you. This because I know Anna. Can we land yet? No, they're fighting over toilet paper. Now, West, how much?
That must have been.
Yeah, go ahead. You can finish. This
that must have been somewhere between 2020 and 2021.
Yeah, or during a hurricane, too. Yeah, but
anytime a storm is announced, the supermarkets get flooded. Everybody's running around. Milk, bread, eggs. Milk, bread, and eggs. Milk, bread. I'm like, good Lord, you can't get. If a storm's rolling in, you cannot, for the love of money, buy milk, bread, eggs, or toilet paper.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, that happens. Water definitely is gone too.
Oh yeah.
Water and toilet paper.
Well, see, that's the thing. See, the thing is here is, we have generators, and we have so screw the rest of you guys. I've got water and power here.
Screw you! I'm going home. Screw you. Home.
Well, you know what? I got to give a shout out to the United Kingdom because we drink tap water. You guys in America can't.
Well, we can't because we got fluoride in there, and it's not the good fluoride.
Fluoride or chlorine?
Fluoride, because
I'm drinking out of the pools. Sorry.
No, they tell us, oh, we put fluoride in there for your teeth. I'm like, yeah, but the fluoride you're putting in there is hexachromyl fluoride, not the fluoride from the toothpaste. It's the fluoride left over from fertilizer.
I'll just get a bidet and drink out of the bidet. Okay, that works. That's running spray water.
Oh, you know what? You might as well just go out front and drink right out of the porta potty that they put in front of your house.
No, that's blue water, like blue milk.
Blue
Jess,
plus like the blue milk. That's fine then.
Jess is reminding us about the Y2K freak out. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was 2000. I remember that. That's the day when Napster died.
The day Napster died.
I actually thought
Napster died.
Sorry. When the Y2K was happening, they were running around because they needed to shore up the code in computers, and I actually thought I was going to have a chance to make some money because a lot of these computer codes are written in COBOL, which is a language I took in high school, and I'm like, damn, I'm one of the only people still that knows this language.
Okay, I remember they sent us out to do some work around local governments to see if they had plans, and we had one beach community that had like 35 people in there, and we're like two of us, and we're like, what the hell are we doing? We're not IT people, and we're just like, do you have a plan? Yeah, what's the plan? I was like, why do we do this? And of course, I remember that night, Mrs. and I were sitting in there. We rang in New Year's Eve. The kids may have been awake or asleep, and we're like, okay, let's wait for everything to fall, collapse, and everything. Nope. Not yet. Oh, not everything's yet. Going. Okay. Well, I guess we can go to bed. How long do you wake up? See, usually on New Year's, I celebrate all 4 time zones. I don't stay up for Alaska normally in most years, but I What?
Oh man, poor Alaska Dave. You just threw him right under the bus.
Oh yeah, Alaska Jeff. Yeah, goodbye, Jeff.
Sorry, Jeff. My bad. I mean, Alaska Jeff. Yes.
Yeah, but then again, some people won't like Russia wants the Alaska.
We want Alaska back.
Well, I think the price has gone up from 3 million to about 3 trillion now.
I know, right? But Catherine the Great made the stupidest mistake ever, giving Alaska away to America. Like, come on.
Well, listen.
She did acquire the ports on the Crimea, so.
But I will tell you, Wes, though, since we're negotiating with Anna, is look, we'll cut it down. We'll cut it down to $2 billion and throw in Rosie O'Donnell, Mark Hamill, and Matt Damon in for it. Oh, and Brad Pitt. And Brad Pitt. We got to sweeten the deal for Brad Pitt.
No, you gotta put Pedro Pascal in there too.
Oh, you can have him. You can have him.
Please.
I would have thought Rosie would have broke the deal for you guys.
Yeah,
though
we'll send him in for free. The player to be named later. It's rare to see people that like Pedro Pascal these days, but he doesn't bother me too bad. But Sashi had to attend a course to prepare for Y2K because of the computer systems in the store. Yeah. Matt Damon. What? Which part is cruel? The Rosie O'Donnell?
I think the Rosie. Yes.
Well, she's already in the UK, isn't she? She's anyway. But,
well, UK is just Soviet Union 2.0. So at this point,
worse than that.
Yeah.
It's even worse than the USSR right now.
Oh, we love our British friends. We're there for you. But hey, aliens are out looking at me. We're not staying. We're just not allowed to smoke on the ship.
Not allowed to smoke on the ship, but they can smoke right next to the stairway.
Exactly.
Just like everything in the 80s.
Which is just like our building, everybody goes like 10 feet away and then they smoke and you walk through it too. But but I'll say as I get older, it doesn't bother me when people smoke in places. As they got to have a place. It's a legal product, and it's
but the problem is I go to the grocery store, and their employees, they're all God. I don't even want to go here, but half of them, every time I walk by them, I'm like, my God, it's a marijuana farm. But they have to smoke somewhere. All right. However, don't put the smoking section right next to the in and outdoor.
No,
come on, guys.
I know, but I got another one for you. I swear I will disintegrate the next smartass earthling who asks us if we came from Uranus.
Oh well, you know what? Here, that reminds me. I have a riddle for you. What does Scott tissue paper and Star Trek have in common?
It's a Tuglag, Captain.
No,
she's got, Captain.
They both go around Uranus looking for Klingons.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Wow. Fun's with aliens. And on a night Mr. Angel's not here, we'll have to do this again.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we've talked about creating another channel to have a poo stream, and we'll have to have Mr. Angel around when we have memes like that.
Why are you being so honest about poo? What is it about you and poo? I know you like your Appalachia pig-looking people, but you know what? The poo is serious.
Yes, the Queen of Poo, by the way. Yes. I mean, how many rolls? I was going to ask you earlier, Wes. How much toilet paper do you keep in your house?
We have, and this goes for paper towels as well. I usually keep you get a pack of six of. I think it's 16 paper towels, but it's usually about 24 rolls of toilet paper, the big bulk. Yeah. We have usually somewhere in the neighborhood of somewhere between 12 and 18 stacked up in the garage.
What, stacks of the 24?
Of the 24.
Yeah.
Goodbye, West Kagle.
Well, I also usually keep about 15 packs of bottled water, the Poland Spring 24 packs. They're in the garage as well.
Well,
plus we have freeze dried food.
Mm-hmm.
So and we have a solar powered generator. So let the apocalypse commence. I'm ready. I've got the Mossberg and a whole bunch of boom booms in the garage.
Okay.
So,
all right. Well, that's good. Obviously, I'm like the guy that wants just enough toilet paper to not clog up the house. So it's like,
see, here's the thing.
We bought a box. Those industrial rolls that go on the things. We actually have a stand that actually does work with. So we bought a box of like 6,000 feet.
Oh, nice.
So it should last a long time, and it's all contained in one box. Why are you laughing like that?
Well, I always look at it this way. If you stockpile your stuff, food, water, personal hygiene products, and you don't also, stockpile Second Amendment stuff, you're just stockpiling it for somebody else to come along and take it when the S hits the fan. So,
well. Snorter Poop is good night. Stayed awake an hour and a half past
my goodness.
bedtime.
I can't believe he was still with us this long. Wow, Snorter.
Take care, Bear.
Yes, absolutely. Join us tomorrow night. Anna and I are supposed to be live for Get Over It tomorrow night at 8:00. So, we'll see you back for a little bit of misadventure, misfitting. Let me do one more alien meme real quick here. So we got this. Here we go. Welcome to Earth. When I'm using the Force, we can't crash because of gravity. I'm surrounded by idiots. When I'm using the Force, I love that one. That was fun.
That is what gets me. I don't get some of the people in Utah. Why would aliens want to be inside of a mesa?
Well, Nevada also. Yeah. it's in Nevada too. So it's a. Oh my God! Oh God!
And the guy who owns the property is this. He's a good guy. I've talked to him. Brandon Fugel. He owns the property, and he's literally, I'm a Mormon. I want to find out what's going on here. And it's like, dude, really? Like, why would aliens want to go on your property?
I guess that there's a reason he's special, or there's something hidden on the property. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, he wants to find out though, and he can take the lead because he'll be the first one they visit. Like that. So.
Well, they're after their golden tablets.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Well, here we go. Here's another one we got. Last month they were lobotomizing pumpkins. Now they're shoving bread up a turkey's ass. This planet has issues, Bert. They had to poop. Oh yeah, Anna. Why do they do the probing? They're weirdos. Gosh,
aliens actually, like, I'm sorry again, I don't want to be crude or anything. I apologize to chat. I apologize to you, West and Dad. But do aliens actually, like, if they're so sophisticated and so much better than all of us, do they really have an asshole?
Well, it's got to come out somewhere. If it goes in, it's got to come out somewhere.
Exactly. Hey, there's one I saw earlier tonight that I don't think I got an image of, but it wasn't dealing with aliens, but it was dealing with Halloween. One more. Let's see here. The aliens are outside the ship. We're not invading. We're just stopping to get rid of a blank bee. Oh man, I had a hornet in the car with me one time, and it actually stung me on the back of my neck. It was like, damn. Well, while I was driving, and I think ended up throwing it out the window. So
there are a ton of videos on YouTube of people crashing their cars because a bee or a hornet or a wasp was in the car with them.
Oh yes, the wasps are a serious problem, West. I've had to, and I've talked to Dadman about this. I have a wasp problem, but I could have killed them. Yeah. I decided to let them kill themselves.
Or they moved. They got tired of the place. They wanted a new home.
We had a problem. When I was still up north, the room I was in had a wall on the outside of the house. And the wasps built a nest in the wall. And so occasionally they would find their way. They would get lost. Instead of going to the exit outside, they would end up in my room. And this is, like I said, this is a long time ago. And so when still with my dad, I told him about it. He found the exit. So he, instead of waiting till nightfall and spraying the nest and then sealing it up, he just sealed it up. I'm like, at the next day, about 100 of them showed up in the room because they had nowhere else to get out. I'm like, you gotta kill them first before you seal it up.
Hello, Citrus. Hi, Fruitcakes. Good to see you, Lemon Pie. How are you tonight?
Hey, Lemon Pie.
Yeah, so we'll do another one here. We got a little aliens here. Are you aliens? Are you all right? You look a little sad. I need a hug. A face hugger. Thanks. Just like.
I wanted to ask you and West a question. If you had to choose between a xenomorph and predator, who would you choose?
Well, what do you mean? Hunt me down and kill me, or to fight, or in what regard?
Yeah, to fight or be allies with.
Allies.
Well, if I'm allies.
Predator.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got cool tech because he's got cool technology and other stuff.
And if things go sideways and we're really losing, he's got the nuclear option just to.
Yes. Looking from orbit just to be sure.
Yes, exactly.
And the thing is too, he can shoot them from the distance. The xenomorphs have to get on top of them that. But I tell you what, this is how the
freezing, Dadman freezing.
Well, I'm serious. On top of them, you gotta jump on them to kill them. But hey, or next side to them, or he morphs them into a dog nowadays. But here's how the aliens' family vacation to Alaska went: taken out by Jeff's Air Force up there. But seriously, well, let's look at that just a minute though, because how would the xenomorph be a better ally than a predator in terms of a fight?
I don't know. I always I grew up with these films and with this lore, and I always felt like, even being back when I was 5, I was like, I want to have a pet like predator. I don't want no xenomorph.
Well, nowadays you can have it with a xenomorph. You remember, because now we got dog xenomorphs. We got
from Alien.
we got all
from Alien Earth. Yeah.
All these aliens are taking different forms now. We just don't have xenomorphs.
Yeah.
You can xenomorph your cat. You can xenomorph your dog. You can xenomorph your giraffe. I mean, imagine a xenomorph giraffe with a big tall neck like that. You can xenomorph a New Jersey housewife. That.
Oh, that's the scariest xenomorph of them. Oh, good Lord. Oh.
So awesome.
But I actually would love it if aliens landed, and I think Sashi mentioned Mars attack. I would love that to happen in real life.
I do too. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, we had the day the Earth stood still also, but I like the Mars attack, and then the bird flies over, and then of course.
Yeah, what? I'm not so scared of the alien, Mars attack aliens, because just Slim Whitman can just nuke them.
Yeah, it's almost like it's almost like Eminem. Flew down to Earth and started singing at you and you'd be like, okay, bro, I got something for you. No, but I'm gonna start rapping at you, and I'm gonna be come on. The best alien film that was ever made about aliens coming to Earth is what is it?
They blew up Congress. Independence Day? Independence Day, yes. Today we celebrate our Independence Day.
The best is when Randy Quaid is flying up there. He's like, "Hello, I'm back," and he just nukes him. Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah.
I know. So, in the words of our generation, up yours.
Yeah.
Earth Girls Are Easy was an alien movie, remember? I never saw it, but
that's with Jeff Goldblum. Jeff
Goldblum. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum was in it. Yeah. Oh, talking about.
Oh, and what's her name? Julie Brown, I think. Julie
Brown, but also
Gina Davis. Yes.
Gina Davis. Yes, exactly, was in it. So. Yeah,
I'm always thinking of Steven Spielberg's Close Encounters.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good film. I mean, have some
aliens
come at me like that.
I still have not seen Close Encounters or E.T.
Oh my God! Oh God! Can I boot Dadman from the stream?
Yes, please do. Because why?
There he goes. He's gone.
Because there's a reason I don't watch a lot of these movies. I didn't watch them growing up, and some of them, E.T. is a little turd walking around. It's like not really guy. And then of course, Close Encounters. I want to eat my mashed potatoes, not make mountains out of them.
You can pass on E.T. E.T.'s good, and I enjoy E.T. But
I told Aang one day, Aang and I love the ride at Universal. It's really a sweet ride. Tribute to the movie. And we've talked about watching that movie. We need to watch it sometime. But yeah, Independence Day, the original scene had Randy Quaid. Sorry, big difference. In a biplane, not a fighter jet. So
No. The best scene in that movie, and it gets me every time, and I love watching it. Is just when he realizes that he can't fire his Randy realizes he can't fire his missile, so he knows he's going to have to sacrifice himself, and he makes that heartbreaking, heart wrenching,
yeah,
to his children. Oh God, it gets me every time.
Yeah, it is.
Choke up now. God.
Another case of a heroic death, sacrifice, and stuff like that.
And I am a sucker. It's why I wanted Han Solo to go out that way as a hero, self-sacrificing death, not the pussy way he went out.
Hey, son, I love you, shit.
Yeah.
Or, hey, Dad, I love you, shit.
I am a sucker for self-sacrifice.
Well, you know what?
Self-sacrifice. I will honor you, and I will watch your films till eternity.
I'll tell you what they should have done. But Sashi, yeah, I've heard of this. Aang had this on their channel for a long time. Chicken attack. I believe that's the same one there because they use it as a sound emote over it on the Twitch side. Heroic, absolutely. We saw that Friday night. I know Anna was with Mrs. and I and the Mrs. Watch Party. Train to Busan Friday night. That when he's fighting off the whole
brilliant film, brilliant. And this is this is not Alien. This is a zombie film, which The Last of Us should have been like. But Koreans know how to do sacrifice. I mean, I even talked to a Mrs. about this when this a Korean film director made Snowpiercer, the film with what's his face, the guy who plays Captain America, Chris
Evans.
Chris Evans, yeah.
Chris Evans, yeah. That film was so good. That is how you make a film about. It's about society. You're stuck in a train and you have to navigate. But the whole premise of the film is you're never going to win.
Yeah.
And you sacrifice everything for the people that you care about, the people you love. And he was doing all of that and it was never good enough because that's the life that he was stuck in. That's why I love Korean films, Asian films.
Yes, I've gotten addicted to them. Mrs. Watch these little 90-second ones that are recorded, put together in terms of movies, and they're really, really good. And let me say hello to the Eclectic Goat. Hey, Goat, how are you tonight? Hope you're doing well with everything going on. Yeah, but I hope things are going well. Yeah, waves all around. Thank you so much. I was going to go somewhere with something earlier. Oh, heroic sacrifice.
Yeah.
I think Star Wars, like you said, that punk death for Han Solo, they should have pulled the Chewbacca death out of the expanded universe where he's standing there howling at a moon or something.
Yeah.
You know, where he threw one of the Solo kids back into the Falcon and he knew he couldn't get back on. That's a heroic sacrifice, not, hey, son, I love you. Hey, Dad, I love you. Zing. You know, I just like, it's so stupid.
Yeah, my idea of the ideal heroic sacrifice, self-sacrifice, is when somebody, and God, I can't think of an exact example, but you get a character who knows full well this means their death. Oh, Spock's in Wrath of Khan.
Yep.
He knows full well he's gonna die. He goes in and does it anyway. And you know what? It reminds me, there is a real life example. There were three Soviets. This is during the Soviet Union, and they were told somebody needs to go in there into this radioactive water in Chernobyl, and free this water up, turn these dials, and you're gonna die. We know you're gonna die, and they went anyway. They went anyway because they knew the implications if they didn't go. That is heroic.
I saw that in the series because I watched this series on Chernobyl, and they did show that part, and it's in the dark too. because there was no power and everything else. You had to have your flashlights, and hopefully they stayed and they kept working. I mean, that like you said, ultimately you're going to sacrifice your life at the end of it, but you do it anyway.
Well, you know what? I'm telling you, if anything, people for the longest time since the time in the 1800s when the British villainized the Russians during the time of the Great Game, when they were battling for control of Central Asia. The Soviet people, the Russian people are known and for their willingness to sacrifice themselves in mass for the greater good.
I posted something on Twitter the other day. One of the best films I've ever seen, The Dawns Are Quiet Here, which is basically a Russian commander is stuck with 5 women, and it's his little battalion, and they have to go out there to shoot the Germans. And this is based on a true story. And these women did everything they could do. And when people out there are like going like, oh, like women were just like behind the scenes working in factories. No, they were actually combatants. They were out there shooting, doing everything.
Yep.
And that's something that I've experienced in my life. And right now what's happening, for instance, in Ukraine, there are women out there who are combatants, because you don't come at me and fly a missile at me. I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to shoot back at you. The hell are you doing? No. So
well, don't forget also the case of the night witches.
The night witches, yeah.
Yeah, that's another case of the women that stepped up and fought.
The Japanese made an entire anime based on them.
Yeah. Here's one, like as Jess is saying, about the 9/11 flight that crashed in Pennsylvania, where they decided they were going to take the plane over no matter what.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they had heard the other ones were just rammed into buildings, so they're like, "Hey, it's go time, baby. Let's roll."
Absolutely. Yeah, Lemon Pie. There's a lot of stuff I've never seen. E.T.'s one of them. Back then, it was all sports and everything. E.T. was. Start bang bang shoot 'em up or sports. E.T. was like Reese's Pieces. But anyway, I'll watch it one day. I'll definitely watch it. So.
No. Watch Close Encounters first if you're gonna watch one or the other.
Yeah. Yeah, and I tell you, working behind the scenes, yeah, exactly. A lot of the women over in the country. Actually, the thing is, there were a lot of women not just working behind the scenes in the U.S. too. The factory production was very, very important, but especially in the early days over in the Philippines, you had nurses over there. You had women nurses. They had to fight sometimes, and then they were POWs just like the men and the horrors and the. They experienced the horrors and the trauma as much as the men did, if not more in some ways. Yeah.
Worse.
Yeah. So, even if you don't carry a gun, even if you're there tending to people and stuff, it's really a sacrifice. And, it's really, really a lot that we need to learn about our history and what happened in a lot of those things. But unfortunately, people, all right. Hey, good night, Goat. Hey, thanks for swinging by. We appreciate it very much. So you coming by, and everybody's been here. But the thing is like there's so much of our history that we don't know about. We don't know about the brutality. We don't know about the things that happened. Like a podcast I'm watching is on the second part of Wake Island. And it's interesting to hear that there was one that they actually could have fought and defended and actually did repel one attack. But you hear the accounts the second, it's heartbreaking. You hear the heroic accounts. The guy took this Tommy gun, shooting from the hip, just advanced into the Japanese fire because they were all running out of ammo, and until he finally got cut down. And there's a lot of World War II stuff. And let's see. Yeah, I agree, Sashi. They pick certain things that they want to make of women in World War II, but there's a lot of unstory. I don't think people could handle a movie about World War II and women in the Pacific.
No, dude.
I don't think people could handle that.
There is a, and they don't always do the best job, but this one was pretty good. There's a BBC documentary, and this is quite old. This is older, so it's more reliable than anything they might have put out recently. It's called it's called Horror in the East, I believe. And it documents the initial surge of the Japanese in World War II, and it talks about it touches on the atrocities and some of the British colonies that they took over, like Hong Kong,
right?
And the nurses, specifically the nurses that were still there because they refused to leave because they knew they were needed, and the things they had to it is
well, Korea
worse. It is far worse than
what
what the men had to deal with. Yeah.
No, the Korea had it with the comfort women and stuff.
I know. Sashi brings up something that Unit 731. I don't know if you guys know about that.
That's the
biological. That was crazy what they did. That was crazy what Japan did.
Yeah, that's Mangala level. That's Mangala level.
Sasha has mentioned it several times, but I've just not had a chance to look into it. But
no. You do yourself a favor. Mm-hmm. Don't look into it.
Okay.
It's really bad.
You know who Joseph Mengele is, right?
Oh yeah.
It makes him look like a saint. What they did.
Wow. Yep.
So.
Yeah. What they did to the Chinese, oh my goodness, it's like
it stands.
It's just so bad. I mean,
it's inhumane.
We know World War II. We know what the Nazis did to people, to the Jews, to the Slavic people, to the Black people. But this is on a completely different level. This is something that is just so not okay.
Yeah. And I tell you, there's a lot of debate of war crimes and what did or didn't happen after the war. That's another show for another day, and a lot of research. But the thing is, we had the German trials, but there's some question about did they really do enough with what a lot of the Japanese did. I mean, you see the statues that got vandalized by a YouTube streamer that he got his ass put in jail. Everybody wanted him, and that's right, because those are hallowed things, and those people really suffered and stuff. My mom had a customer that's Chinese that lives in China at the time, and always hated Japanese people till the day she died because of what had happened. I mean,
yeah. See, the thing is with this war crime stuff, the problem is that the victors punish the losers incessantly. Unfortunately, the British, the Americans, all the allies, every single allied country is guilty of I'm not going to go into it here because
I get you. I know.
But the Americans committed war crimes, specifically near the end of the war with their treatment of POWs, and all of them. And some cases it was revenge driven. I understand that
exactly. Exactly. We see some. Well, listen, we see some of that in Saving Private Ryan in the opening scenes. It just surrender's not good enough. But then again, Pacific, there's a lot of stories why you had to be careful with that. But Jess says that one of the people she watches on YouTube calls the BBC the British Bashing Corporation. So, and Sashi said they have a nurse known for World War II, Sybil Kathigasu, daily in Malaysia. Well, that's nice. That's probably something to look up too very soon. Well, folks, we are approaching 2 hours. We're going to go ahead and start to wrap up. I swear there was another issue I thought I was going to bring up, and we just squirreled off into some deep subjects and some really interesting things. So I can't remember what it was. Do you remember, West?
I'm trying to think. We started with hurricanes, and then we went off. Oh, God, man, we ended up with World War II war crimes.
Yeah. I can imagine what that memorial looked like. I know Anna shared some of the memorials over there in Russia with me, and that's nice. And I mean, I wish I could get to see these things around the world. And that is definitely hallowed ground with a memorial where they mark what big tragedies and
See, here's the
events have
thing:
happened.
your average soldier, your frontline, just average grunt soldier on all sides, both American, British, Russian, Japanese, German. They're not political. They're not political, and they deserve. They were just fighting because their country told them to go fight. So
Yep.
they all deserve their memorials. And and just because you in this climate, you're anti-fascist or whatever. Now you cannot tear down their memorials. They were just doing what they had to do to survive. I'm not talking about the SS. I'm not talking about actual war criminals. I'm talking about the frontline soldiers. They all just did what they had to do.
Yep.
Yep. Yep, exactly. It's about survival.
Yep.
Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Wes, thank you again. And thank you for my being ready to go on a moment's notice when I waffled today. But hey, thanks for being here,
good.
dude.
All good.
What you got coming up, or let everybody know what's happening with you though, because I'm glad you're back to, like you said earlier, you've been taking it off social media for a bit, and you seem to be better these days, so that's good.
Yeah, no, I like I said, it was just kind of a reset for a little bit. But here on Wednesday with you is the only one that kind of a constant. Everything else is spur of the moment, like you said, Johnny on the spot. Somebody calls me up and is like, hey, I could use a co-host. I'm like, I'm there, brother, I'm there, and so that kind of thing. But I do have to I have to shout out one thing.
Yeah.
This year, Halloween falls on a Friday.
Correct.
And in our community, Lord Doomcock does his Friday night frolics, and we are going to have it coincides with Halloween, so it is going to be epic. I'm not on. Obviously, it's a solo show with DC himself, but I will be there in the chat, and I encourage everybody to be there because it's a good time, and this will most definitely be a spooktacular time. So.
Well, that's good. Sounds like fun. We're going to be passing out bags of ramen to at least 60 people.
You're not putting a bowl of pho out there for.
Oh, I got Wes. Can you find that picture? I got to show it. Anna, I don't know that Anna saw this. See if you can find that on Twitter and bring it up. Sasha, I'll address this real quick. Plenty of monuments. Sasha, I tell you what, if you ever want to send them in Mrs. Discord, please do so. Because I love monuments. I like seeing the ground where a lot of this happened. But you're absolutely right. The British Army doesn't want to talk about Malaysia because they were completely incompetent. They lost huge there. I think it was an Australian division. They took out Australia, sent it right there to promptly surrender. It's just the incompetence and the mismanagement of it. It caused a lot of friction between the UK, the Australian government, or NZAC, and even the US. It caused stress because the British were just, just wasting resources in many cases. That's with Africa.
Also, I have to support the United Kingdom. The British did. I mean, when D-Day happened, we went out there and our grandfathers went out there with the Americans, with the French, to fight these assholes. So
and the Canadians too,
and the Canadians.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about Anzac, the Australians fought in Africa. Yeah. Everybody, the whole world was on fire, and we all fought together, and we stood up against something that was not okay.
Absolutely. And people forget about the Australian forces and the Dutch forces and New Zealanders in Papua New Guinea, Borneo, some of the Pacific Islands too. A lot of those are so overlooked.
Even people in Africa, people in Morocco were fighting against this shit.
Yeah.
Everybody, the whole world stood together to fight against something that is not okay. Absolutely. And this is what we need to remember. And this is what, with going forward, it's never going to happen again. It should not happen again.
No, it shouldn't. Wes, you're working on that image for me, right?
Yeah, you know what?
Well,
I found the image. I've got it. I downloaded it. StreamYards won't let me share it.
We'll try to get.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm
Yeah, the
working on-
Canadian troops got attached to a lot of the British unit. Yeah, exactly. And it just they brought in the Canadians, they brought in the Australians, and just the story of the British in Asia was not very impressive as it worked out. Well, Anna, do you want to say anything about yourself or anything you got going on? Or are you just chilling out? What do you want to say while we close?
You can always find me on Twix, whatever, Anna's Gameland. I do music, and I hang out with you guys, and Dadman and I will be doing a show tomorrow, which is called Get Over It.
Mm-hmm.
So you can come and join us, and then you can find me on the pub with Devil and all of them lads, and we usually just have fun and do silly things, and yeah.
Okay. Well,
thank you.
No problem. I'm glad you could jump on with us tonight.
Jeez.
Here we go. Anna,
Yeah.
This is what I showed the other day. Yeah, and this is what Wes was asking me about. Should the missus and I put this out?
Pho is so good. I wish I could get pho right now.
Well, call your delivery guy. He'll bring it. But
Yeah.
But no, would you try? How about this though? Instead of a bucket of candy, a bucket of pho out there, and for people to just. Would you do this, Anna?
No, I would not do that because I don't want to. First of all, I live in the United Kingdom, so when people knock on my door, I'm really cautious. So I would not give anybody any pho, but I would definitely receive it.
Phrasing, Anna. Phrasing.
Hey, just stick it out on a chair, and people come by and
phrasing again.
What? One sliver, you just put it out on a chair out there, and it's like people can self-serve.
Yeah, well, I will this Halloween. I will give them pho. All these kids coming around. Pho you. All right, how about
we got 6 boxes of that cheaper bags of ramen. We got 6 boxes to hand out the other night. And the great thing is the missus is like, hey, if they don't come around and take it, then there's more for her and Ang.
Well, that's the thing. If at Halloween, I've learned this lesson a long time ago.
Yeah.
When you buy the candy, to give out, always buy the stuff you dislike, you don't like, because if it's left over, you will eat all that shit.
Yeah. Yes, Sashi, it is. That was a meme. That's a Halloween meme. Yeah. Just put all the pho in a big bucket and let everybody self-serve. Welcome to America, Sashi.
Welcome to America. You gotta say it right. America.
America. Hell yeah. But yeah, Sashi, hey, just wait. That's why the picture wouldn't disappear. All right, folks. All right, folks, I will be live tomorrow night with Anna's Gameland. Don't forget, Mrs. will not be streaming in the morning. She will be with Mom. Actually, that's right. She probably got to go to bed very soon, I think. Be sure to join Anna and me tomorrow night. Friday night, Mrs. will show, I don't know what her movie is this Friday night, but Friday night at 10, come hang out with us. I mean, Anna was there with us the other night, and come out, hang out with us, and have a good time and see what Mrs. shows this week. Also, I know what the movie is this week. I think it's either 10 or 11. It was the movie she had everybody vote on, and it's Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, yeah.
With Rick Moranis. So join us for that. It beat out Rocky Horror Picture Show, another movie I've never watched that I don't know if I could actually watch. 2 movies I don't know if I could ever stand to watch. That and Deliverance.
I don't get you. I'm sorry. I don't get you. I don't understand how you've never watched T. Oh, God,
if it didn't have a ball in it, I didn't care about it.
I don't get it. I don't get it, West. How? Like, come on.
Listen,
you have not watched some of the best films out there
because it took me to get married to the great missus to start to learn or want to have some class and exposure to other things, so to watch some good movies and stuff.
it hasn't taken yet.
See, I never watched Nightmare Before Christmas
Oh,
until
I
until a couple years ago. It was in the theaters, and I went with her, and I liked it. It was cool.
Well, I'm not a fan of that one, but I have seen it. So
Yeah, but it's neat. So remember, the Miss is also 10 o'clock Saturday morning. We'll have the cartoon show. Sunday, she is planning on doing a drive stream starting around 8:30 Eastern, and I will be here in central control for about 5 hours, 6 hours, however long it takes her to get to her final destination. While she's going to be gone for 3 weeks to visit her mother and family, and and we'll go with her on a road trip for that. So kind of a different type of detour with the Dadmans. Okay,
Nice.
So there was her link. Here's Anna's link. And I think that's pretty much everything. Mondays are usually Fortnight with Jess, but this Monday I can't. But the next Tuesday with JT Kirk. And of course, next Wednesday, hopefully we're back here with the great West Kagle. And we will have a good time with everybody tonight. Well, down the road, whenever we happen, come back together. I like this. This is really cute. If I could only do all those keystrokes, I don't know. But hey, everybody, we made the 2-hour mark, which surprised me. But hey, thank you, Anna, for coming on. Thank you, Wes. And we will see everybody later. Bye, all.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone. Good day.